Okay, interview here today with my mentor, Andy Durham, on GreensboroSports.com. First question I have is, how did you choose the field of sports?
The field of sports, I chose that because I was a player when I was a kid and had a lot of interest in it, so I kept up with it all the time. That's pretty much what I did as I was younger and got older. And just it's one way to stay active, and that's one way to stay in sports, and you don't have to ever quit the team. You're still part of the team. You're still covering sports. You go to Eastern Guilford, you go to other schools around the county, keep up with all the kids, hang out with the kids, hang out with the coaches. And it's almost like an easy way to keep working with the teams, and plus you get into all the games free. You get to watch a lot of games, and it's a great way to do your vocation, do your field of work, and great way to stay active, great way to have a lot of fun.
Okay. How long have you been involved in sports communications?
I've been doing this since about 1986. I taught school for the first 6 years out of college, did school, taught several classes, did some summer intern work for some publications like maybe newspapers, magazines, stuff like that. Then got into radio. I started to keep up with radio stations, and I would call the sports talk shows, be a sports talk show junkie, talking about different areas of sports, and then eventually worked my way into it, and then got into radio, hosted a sports talk show for about 15 years, and started writing, and just kept evolving, kept getting more and more into it.
Okay.
And then hit the website about 10 years ago. Been doing web for about 10 years now.
Do you have a favorite sport?
Not really. I like football, basketball, baseball, whatever's in season. I like a lot of the other sports too. I enjoy track and field. Soccer's not bad. I like them all, but I guess the big three are the ones that keep you the busiest: football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah. What do you know about Eastern Guilford athletics?
Eastern Guilford's got some very good teams. They've kept up with their baseball this season. You got the Robinson brothers, you got Caleb, you got Andrew, you got Luke. There's three of the main players on that team. You got Coach White, who was Coach of the Year last year at GreensboroSports.com.
Oh, he was.
Coach here for baseball. Had him, and then you got a very good football team. Had a great season this past year. Coach Robertson came in, turned it around, and you got Coach Spinks of the boys basketball, Quayshawn Williams, and all the kids, the Robinson brothers on the basketball team to go along with Williams. And very good sports here. I mean, they're very much involved and very much credible too, because they're not a weak sister or a weak team in any stretch of imagination. Eastern Guilford's got a good sports program. Coach Hackett, big part of that program too, because he puts in a lot of time, a lot of work to hear Coach Randall Hackett, the AD.
Yeah, later. Right. What is your favorite college team?
College team, NC State.
NC State.
Yep, Wolfpack.
For football and basketball?
Football, basketball, even like baseball, NC State, because I followed during baseball. So I've liked NC State since probably back when I was about maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. Followed the Wolfpack forever.
Oh, okay. What is your favorite pro team?
Favorite pro team, kind of a divided choice between the Redskins and the Panthers. I've always liked the Redskins. When the Panthers came here, we got a pro team in North Carolina. All you hear about is the Panthers. You don't see much about the Redskins anymore. So you see so much about a certain team, they can't help but rub off on you, like the Panthers, like the Redskins. And basketball, professional, I do like the Bobcats. I've been trying to follow the Bobcats. Listen to me, the Hornets again. Always fought them with the Hornets before, and always kept up with the Texas Rangers in baseball and pros.
Okay. What is the hardest part about your job?
Hardest part about the job is trying to get it all in a given day. It's hard too, because sometimes you finish up about maybe 11 o'clock, 11:30, maybe at midnight, and you got to turn around and go back the next day. It's almost like going to practice. You practice one day, and turn around, you got to go back to practice the next day.
Yeah.
It's like a constant deal, but you got to kind of manage your time and try to get it all in, and try to get a schedule. If you don't get a schedule for that day, you won't get anything done that day. Got to have a schedule. You got to see as many teams as you can and mention as many names as you can. You got to get all these Jah'Kwan Lyles, all these Stanleys, all these Eastern Guilford, all these other kids. Got to mention as many names as you can, and you got to try to keep the parents pleased too. Sometimes the parents get mad. Sometimes coaches even get mad. Got to try to keep everybody as happy as possible, and just keep moving and get as much done as you can in a given day.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Closing out the interview with Andy Durham.